Alright, just before we get into competition drama here on this Sunday as Ocean Delight Cook Like a Gourmet Chef is coming up, we address your sweet tooth. And for that, thanks to the folks at Regal, we have Chef Cheryl-Ann Shortt-Charles back with us to give us something rich and thick and chocolatey. Creamy. I'm seeing brown, so I'm thinking chocolate, Cheryl.
Yes, chocolate. So what I did is I made a chocolate crinkle cookie.
A chocolate crinkle cookie. I've never heard of it, but it sounds divine.
And it's delicious. In here, I also put, you can make it plain if you choose to.
Right, but you didn't. No, you can't do plain.
Never. Never. Haven't you seen?
No.
So I put some pecans.
In there?
In there. Mm-hmm. I also put some added chocolate chunks inside of there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it makes it a little extra chocolatey. Mm-hmm. Right? Now it's a simple mixture.
Tell us about it.
Basic flour, cocoa powder. I use the Regal baking powder. Mm-hmm. Right? Salt. And then you have butter and sugar. Now it's not a creaming process, just like normally cookies, you cream the butter and sugar until it gets nice and fluffy and then you incorporate. No, you don't do that, because this recipe has just about a third cup of butter, not much butter in it, the majority, and it's about a 1.5 cup of sugar. So you just want to mix that until it combined. Then you have the eggs, you mix everything. Now the key to this is it must be chilled. Right. So
you mix it, all of that comes together.
All of that comes together. You must chill it. Mm-hmm. Reason for chilling it, you want it, because the dough is soft after you have mixed it, you want it to hold together. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As well as when you put it in the oven, you want it to be able to give you those nice, you see those lovely cracks.
The crinkle.
Right. So you see, we've had some that are mixed up here.
Right.
And it's very simple. You roll it in a bowl. I have my Regal icing sugar here.
Okay.
Right?
So you ice it as well. That's the icing sugar.
Right, that's the icing sugar on it. And you roll it in the icing sugar. You roll it as much as you want because you want to get it fully covered in the icing sugar. Now I have a baking sheet here that I just greased.
Yes.
If you have baking paper, you could put it on it. You preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Now, the next thing is, people like to cook cookies until they see it brown and it comes out and it's hard and it, for those of you, right. So, what we have to remember is that there's something called residual heat.
Right.
After it comes out of the oven.
Continues to cook.
Exactly. Because it's still hot.
Right.
So even though when you look at your cookie and it has already cracked and you find it still too soft, you take it out. Because two sets of heat you have there still. You have the heat from the cookie sheet and you have the heat inside of the cookie still. And that's going to finish it for you. And you're good to go.
How long
it will take about 10 to 15 minutes.
To bake.
Mm-hmm. Now it depends on how big you want it. You could make them really pretty small if you're having a nice little tea.
Right.
You know, and you're having people over, you could make it very small.
But if you have a big mouth like me.
Right. You want it a little bigger.
Yeah.
Right? So have a taste. See?
Oh my. Mm-hmm. And it's not too sweet.
It's not too sweet. It is not too sweet.
But it's soft. It's nice and crispy on the outside. Mm-hmm. But it's very soft and gooey on the inside.
Right. Mm-hmm. Now the thing is, why I love the Regal icing sugar is because you see how thin it is? It coats the cookie very nicely, yes. Mm-hmm. You know, so you have no problem with it clumping and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And again, you put it in the oven, and this is what you get at the end. Mm-hmm. Ooh, see? Mm-hmm.
So it's not plain. There's some gooiness happening in there as well. What, that's the chocolate chip?
That's the chocolate. Now you can add anything you want inside of there. If you have kids, you can add some M&Ms inside of there. Anything you want whatsoever. I would even say throwing some gummy worms inside of there.
Wow. So you can have fun with this.
Yes, you can have fun with it. You can have fun with it.
Get the recipe on tradingcookies.com. Chef Cheryl-Ann Shortt Charles drops it there, and you can try this one. This is a good one. Regal. Thanks to the Regal touch, you can make, what would you call this? Crinkle cookies, you said? Chef Cheryl,
Chocolate Crinkle Cookies.
Chocolate Crinkle Cookies. Guys, while I have some sweet, stand by, because up next, cook like a gourmet chef. We have 2 more competitors. We're looking for another semi-finalist when we come back.